Pastor Mark Biltz here from Shaddai Ministries. Thank you again so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and share. Also, please like this video, and we would love to hear your comments. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to touch a little bit on what we covered last week. As a reminder, last week, Vayakhel was the Torah portion, which means basically, and he assembled. But here's the thing I want you to notice. Exodus 35:1 was where that Torah portion began, how Moses assembled all the congregation. And what is he about to do? He's about to assemble the tabernacle for the very first time. And in Hebrew, the word assemble is kahal. But here's what you need to know. How many of you heard of the Septuagint? Remember Septuagint? Okay, what had happened, it was completed in about 132 BC, and the Septuagint was made for the Jewish community in Egypt who spoke Greek, but they wanted to understand the scriptures better. And so the Septuagint was not written for Greek pagans. It was written for the Jewish people who knew Greek. Does that make sense? Well, guess what? That word, what's the Greek word for church today? Ecclesia or ecclesia. But guess what? There were no churches in 132 BC. And the word ecclesia is written over 70 times in the Septuagint. Now, were there any churches in 132 BC? No. And so, look though, this is where the problem comes with many of the English translations. Look at the King James from Acts 7:38. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness. Okay, so let's go back to the wilderness. There it is. There's Moses up on Mount Sinai. How many of you know there were no churches in the wilderness in 1500 BC? Okay, but what do we find here? In the Young's literal translation, this is he who was in the assembly in the wilderness. And so what had happened, how many believe the media is biased today? So were the translators. They wanted to create something different than the synagogue, so therefore they translated ecclesia as church. Now the Greek word for synagogue is synagogue, right? Well, guess what the translators also did? In the book of James, and his name wasn't even James, it was Jacob. You could look in the Greek, it's Yaakov, but they decided, I guess King James wanted a book named after himself. But it says, if one comes into your assembly with the gold ring, rich apparel, remember that verse? Guess what? The Greek word is synagogue. Oh, we don't want to translate synagogue as a synagogue. We don't want them to think they're meeting in a synagogue, so we're going to translate it as assembly. But in the book of Revelation, how many of you heard about the synagogue of Satan? Well, guess what? That Greek word is synagogue. How come they didn't write the assembly of Satan? Because they wanted to associate the synagogue with Satan. Ecclesia, which is translated as church throughout the New Testament, guess what? In Acts 19, where they're worshiping the great goddess Diana for 2 hours, it says at the end, then they dismiss the assembly. But the Greek word is ecclesia. Oh, we can't then they dismiss the church because they'll think that the church was doing that. So now we're going to translate ecclesia as assembly like we should have to begin with. So you're going to see a huge bias in the scriptures, but what happens is this. Here's Seahawks Stadium. Guess what? That is an assembly. That is both an ecclesia and a synagogue. That's what it is. That's all both meant. They were actually synonyms, and yet we've created opposites of synagogue and church, but they all meant an assembly, people coming together. Now, here in Acts 19:35, it says, when the town clerk had quieted the crowd, he said, you men of Ephesus, who was there who does not know that the city of the Ephesians is a temple keeper of the great Artemis and of the sacred stone that fell from the sky? And when he said these things, he dismissed the what? Oh, but the word's ecclesia. Oh, we don't want to write church now, right there. But this is why we need to have a better understanding of the scriptures when we look at it in context historically. Pastor Mark Biltz here from Shaddai Ministries. Thank you again so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and share. Also, please like this video, and we would love to hear your comments. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.